Shalom Akim Ka Lavimla, Allah Yanao Yahawah Shem Yoshai, Basham Kakadash, and honors unto others of also support Muslim GMS, salutations you sincere Akim what they were sincerely living. Doing the work of Yahweh Shem Yoshai, Basham Kakadash Brakatham, to all of you Akim what they do the sincere believers in Yahweh Shem Yoshai, Basham Kakadash Brakatham. You Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, and you descendants among the nations, you are the Israelites. As the Spirit is bearing witness, you better repent, because this place is all full of abominations and injustices. This is the article from the New Yorker. The rich can't get richer forever, can they? Well, and you should already know it by now. Job chapter 20. Eventually, I hate these fucking adverts. Fuck you. Alright, eventually, according to the word of prophecy, time and chance happeneth unto all. Right, and the true rightful owners of the world, the same ones that the world was made for, will be established in righteousness. It will happen eventually. The righteous shall be established. This was released on the 2nd of September 2019 from our Department of Finance, and this news company says the New York can't get richer forever, can they? Inequality comes in waves. The question is when this one will break. In fact, precept on my mind in the Apocrypha right now before I go to Job. Let's go to this in the Apocrypha. The Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, I believe. Let's go to it. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10. Verse 8 says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Because of unrighteous dealings. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 verse 8, it says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. And this is how exactly we got the rulers that be today. Esau, Edom, beginning with the head tribe of the Edom of Esau, Edom, Amalek, who are with a huge deception, calling themselves Jewish, pretending as if they are the Israelites. These are the main culprits of injustices and injuries that have went throughout all the nations, mainly beginning at the apple of the Most High's eye, which is then you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, and your descendants among the nations. This man, St. John chapter 10 and 10, a thief cometh not but to steal and to destroy. That's how this man has been able to accumulate all the wealth of the world, and through violence. This man was blessed. Going back to the book of Genesis 27, this man, his blessing is the sword. That's how he was able to get the fatness of the earth. Through his blessing, his sword, mass death and destruction, robbing the nations of their riches, oppressing the nations. A proud man that keepeth not at home, because he's out there destroying nations and turning nations into himself. A man who can never be satisfied, and it's very clear. But in due course, all of that wealth that he has been accumulating throughout generation upon generation, all of that. Let's get this in Job 20. This is what eventually was going to happen. All you so-called new economic restructuring of the policies that you're doing they're all just in vain. In fact, it's all just a gimmick, Esau. It is all just a gimmick, because you just pretending as if you know what you feeling some type of remorse, but you're not. You are not. You know nothing of sorrow. You're not a remorseful person. You're not a remorseful nation. It is not within you. That's not how you were created. That's not how you were ordained to be, your existence to be. That is not your history. Your history is that of being of a savage, the destroyer of worlds, a man that destroys nations, everything in his path. When you look behind, after he's done, nothing but pure confusion. Everything is left decimated at this man's feet. Job chapter 20 verse 15. He have swallowed up riches. He have swallowed down riches. He shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. And that's going to happen when YAHAWADAH shall in due course. Let's get another precept in Ecclesiasticus. Alright, still here in the same chapter. In Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 says the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord YAHAWADAH, and in due time he will set over one that is profitable, or one that will be profitable, that their hands to be given into his hand. And that's the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. We are the ones we are the only ones who will be profitable for the earth to be given under their hands. It's not going to be out of our own hands per se, but through YAHAWADAH, okay, establishing his kingdom on earth. And at the forefront, the leader being Yahushua, King David, and the order trickles down. Where we're going to be perfect, having the law, statutes, and commandments of YAHAWADAH embedded within us. We're going to be ruling in righteousness. Unlike this man, Job 9:24, the earth has been given into his hands. The wicked man went out throughout the four corners of the earth and deceived nations. All over the goddamn place. The world knows this man's wrath. And his economic system is one hell of a fraud. It's a fraudulent system. And a lot of you just don't see it. You don't see it at all. But it's fine. You're not meant to see it, because you were meant to be destroyed in your ignorance. And in due course, the righteous, the rightful owners, will be established. That reminds me of the precept in the book of Psalms, and this is what we are crying for. Okay, this is what we earnestly crying for. Let me just get this precept in Psalms 39. And we're going to go to Psalm 7, I believe. Let's get this one first. Psalm chapter 39, verse 6 says, surely every man worketh in vain. Surely that is quieted in vain. He heapeth up riches and knoweth not who shall gather them. Because if you have known, Esau, that eventually YAHAWADAH, he will surely take you out of the picture, as it has been appointed that you are the end of the world. And Jacob, it is the beginning of it that followeth. Had you truly had understanding into all of that, you would not still be trying to destroy the world. You will be trying to recover and then restore all the damages that you have done unto the nations and give the nations what you've stolen. But you're not going to do that. But somehow you still have in your back of your mind thinking you can upset prophecy, and you just cannot. You will be brought down. with vigorous violence will your system go down. And it's going to happen right in front of your faces. As it is written, so shall it be. So surely every man worketh in vain show, and it's a vain show. When you see all these economists, you see them on these different economic shows telling you, what, the outlook is promising. The economy is looking, it's gonna receive a boost. Jobs are gonna be created. This depressive state, this recession is gonna pass. Things are gonna start booming. And part of the main lies, and there's a vain show that Esau is trying to pull out, is this new world order. And it's one hell of a vain show that will not come to pass. And that will be a no-show at all. It's all in vain. It's all in vain, Esau. It's all in vain. Because all your wealth will come to an end eventually. All of it will come to an end. You want to be exactly where you belong. That reminds me of the parable that Yahushua made of the rich man and Lazarus. Like, you receive the good things in your time, and Lazarus the bad. Changing places. That's a perfect attempt to describe it. Changing places. Changing places. And yes, the rich, they cannot get rich forever. Can they? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. In fact, let me just get this precept that came into mind before I go to Psalms chapter 7. This is Psalms chapter 135 and verse 3. It says, For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity. And the rod of the wicked is that you're going to finally be removed and be taken out of the picture. Esau, Edom. You're going to be taken away. You're going to first of all be removed out of power. Then you're going to be eradicated after serving 1,000 years of captivity in the kingdom of heaven under the direct rulership of Yahushua on earth, who you ignorantly know as Jesus. His name is Yahushua. Then you will be eradicated. Then the righteous will finally be reigned forevermore, not you. Okay, right now, things have been turned upside down. The righteous, right now, the servants are walking on earth. Princes are servants upon horses, princes walking as servants on earth right now. It is not that it's not going to last forever. It's not going to be an endless nightmare. So the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the Lord of the righteous. It's not going to happen. You're going to be taken out of the picture eventually. So it's not going to be forever, Esau, and your riches and your economic lies are not going to last, man. Are not going to fucking last at all. Remember, there's Psalm chapter 7. In verse 9 it says, Oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just. For the righteous power trieth the hearts and the reins. And you've been proven, just like all these other nations that we had to conquer, their wickedness had to come to a full. And your hearts and your reins, they've been searched out. Yahweh have tried them out, and you've been proven to be wicked. You're only just exciting more and more and more into wickedness, and you're going to be put to an end. The times have been shortened, just like Yahushua says, unless the times be shortened, no flesh will be saved, for the elect's sake, for the righteous, so that the rod of the wicked do not rest on the righteous. At least they put forth their hands into iniquity. You see? It says Psalm chapter 7 verse 9, oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end. And that's what we earnestly, by doing these modern day end time prophetic times epistles, these lessons that we're doing. This is us crying unto Yahweh to establish the just. For the righteous power, Yahweh triumph the hearts and the reins, and you've been found wanting. In fact, James, let's go to this one, the precept in the book of James. Let's go to James. Now, this is the book of James, chapter 5, and 1 says, Go to now, you rich men, weep and holler, for your misery shall come upon you. Because how do you accumulate all these wealth? Through the bloodshed and the destruction of the saints of Yahweh. And these other nations, Esau, Edom, you so-called Caucasians, is the seed of the wicked, the Edomites, Esau, Edom, the sons of Esau, the descendants of the Edomites that the Bible speaks of. Through you destroying these other nations, these heathen nations, you also have had shed their blood. That's how you were able to accumulate all this wealth, generation upon generation. That's blood money. The wealth that you have is blood money. It says, Go to now, you rich men, weep and howl for your miseries, and they shall come upon you. What are your miseries that are going to come upon you? You're going to vomit up these riches. You're going to go into captivity, every single last one of you. Not just the elites, okay, the banking families, but also even you low life, day-to-day Edomites, pale-face devils. Even the ones of you who are homeless, the homeless and the struggling of your kind, all of you. Says your riches are corrupt, your garments are molten, your gold and your silver is cranked, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have reaped up our treasures together for the last days. Just behold the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which of you which of you kept back by fraud. Crieth, it says, and the cries of them have reached. It says, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. It's not the Lord of the Sabbath, the Lord of the rest, but the Lord of what? Of the armies. Exodus 15:3. The Lord is a man of war. YAHAWADAH is his name. Because you're in for it, all right? You're going to receive it. You're not going to be exempt from judgment. The Israelites, we transgress the laws of Yahweh, and we surely have drunken of that cup. Art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Nay, thou shalt certainly drink of it, and it's going to happen. The last precept in Psalms, and close off. Psalm chapter 37, verse 16 says, A little that a righteous man have is better than the riches of many wicked. And that's how it just sums up how you got all these riches. Through many wickedness have you able to get all these riches of the world. Lying unto nations, oppressing nations all over the planet, destroying nature alongside the way. Having nothing but money on your mind. The love of money is the root of all evil, and you are the wicked that the Bible speaks of. All praises and glory be unto Yahweh, SHAMAIWAN, and honors unto others, apostles of great millstones, salutations, you sincere Timothy, doing the work of Yahweh, and honors unto others, apostles. Shalom.